पेपर डिस्कस करेंगे। अगर आपको इन बिटवीन कोई भी डाउट आता हो, कुछ क्वेश्चंस आते हो, तो यू कैन रेज योर हैंड एंड यू कैन आस्क योर डाउट, ठीक है। सो पेपर डिस्कशन हमने जो बेसिक किया है और सीबीएसई के जो सैम्पल क्वेश्चन पेपर है वो भी हमने डिस्कस किए हैं एंड दैट हैव बीन अपलोडेड ऑन यूट्यूब, तो आप वहाँ जाके एक बार वो पेपर्स देख सकते हैं, राइट। सो आज का क्लास हम मैथ्स स्टैंडर्ड पेपर डिस्कस करने वाले हैं। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। सो एज वी ऑल नो, सबसे पहले क्या है, दी जनरल इंस्ट्रक्शंस। वी शुड नो दी जनरल इंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ मैथ्स स्टैंडर्ड पेपर एज वेल एज बेसिक पेपर। तो इंस्ट्रक्शंस दोनों के लिए सेम है। आपके क्वेश्चन पेपर में 3 सेक्शंस आएंगे, सेक्शन ए, सेक्शन बी, सेक्शन सी। सेक्शन ए के अंदर यू विल हैव 6 क्वेश्चंस, 2 मार्क्स ईच क्वेश्चन एंड यू विल गेट ऑप्शन इन 2 क्वेश्चंस, ठीक है। यानी 2 क्वेश्चंस में आपको ऑप्शन मिलेगा, 2 क्वेश्चंस में से आपको कोई भी एक करना होगा। देन सेक्शन बी, it will be of like there will be 4 questions and each question will be of 3 marks and you will have option in 1 question, that is एक क्वेश्चन में आपको ऑप्शन दिया जाएगा कि या तो ये करिए और the other question do it. Then जो सेक्शन सी है, in that question also you will have 4 question and each question will be of 4 marks and you will have option in any 1 question, ठीक है। तो इसमें भी एक क्वेश्चन में आपके ऑप्शन होगा, दिया गया होगा, ठीक है। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। सो लेट्स सी दी फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, सेक्शन ए। द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, ठीक है, ये जो हमें फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन दिया है इसमें और ऑप्शन दिया है, या तो पहला वाला क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करिए आप या तो दूसरा वाला, बट यहाँ पे हम पेपर डिस्कशन में दोनों क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे क्योंकि हमें हर एक क्वेश्चन आना चाहिए, क्योंकि वहाँ पे क्वेश्चन पेपर में देयर कैन बी एनी क्वेश्चन एंड वी शुड बी एबल टू डू any question which is given to us. So let's see the first question. देखिए क्या दिया है, solve the following quadratic equation for x and the quadratic equation is 4x squared minus 4a squared x plus in brackets a raised to 4 minus b raised to 4. So what will I do? I will solve this question using the quadratic formula. ठीक है, so हमारा quadratic formula क्या है? It is your x will be equal to minus b plus minus under root of d upon 2a, right? Now we all know very well, ये जो अंडर रूट के नीचे d लिखा है that is what, that is your discriminant, और हमारा जो discriminant होता है that is equals to b squared minus 4ac, ठीक है। so ये हमारा discriminant है and this is the quadratic formula, okay। so ये हमारा quadratic formula है, right। so first of all we have to identify what is our a, what is our b and what is our c, ठीक है। तो ये जो quadratic equation दिया है इसमें हम हमारे कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर्ड, कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स और द कांस्टेंट टर्म ये लिख लेते हैं पहले। सो इफ यू सी ए इज ए इज 4, ठीक है। जो आपका बी है दैट इज इक्वल्स टू द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स विच इज माइनस 4a स्क्वायर्ड, ओके। एंड फाइनली यू हैव सी विच इज द कांस्टेंट टर्म दैट इज a रेज टू 4 माइनस b रेज टू 4, ठीक है। नाउ a, b और c हमें पता है। now we will put this values, first of all what we will do, हम discriminant find out कर लेंगे, then we will put all those values in the formula of quadratic formula, ठीक है। so पहले discriminant, तो discriminant is what, b squared। आपका b क्या है, it is minus 4a squared, तो minus 4a squared का whole squared I will do, so ये हो जाएगा b squared minus 4a, मेरा a क्या है, my a is 4, so I'll write 4 and then मेरा c, my c is a raised to 4 minus b raised to 4 minus b raised to 4, ठीक है। now solving this, ये हमें क्या मिलेगा, see this is a negative, you can say a negative term, so negative term का square will be positive, then the square of 4 will be 16 and a squared will be a raised to 4 minus over here this will be 4 into 4 will be 16, so it will be minus 16 and in brackets you will have a raised to 4 minus b raised to 4, all right। so then okay, so what we can do now further, 16 a raised to the power 4 minus 16, if we multiply inside we will get minus 16 a to the power 4 minus minus and minus will give you plus, this will be plus and 16b raised to the power 4. Now 16a to the power 4 and minus 16a to the power 4 will get cancelled out, so your discriminant, the value of your discriminant will be equal to 16 b raised to the power 4. Okay, now let's put this values in the quadratic formula. So your roots will be equal to what? Minus b. So what is a b? Here b is minus 4a squared. So in the bracket I will write minus 4a squared plus minus under root discriminant. The discriminant is what? 16b raised to 4. So I will write 16b to the power 4. Then whole divided by, this is whole divided by 2a. So your a is 4. So 2 multiplied by 4. So what will this become? This will be minus into minus will give you plus. So this will be 4a squared plus minus, this will be under root of 16 will be 4 and b raised to 4. So the square root of b raised to 4 will be b squared, and upon that you will have 2 4s will give you 8. So this will be equal to what? Now if you see in this particular step, you have 4 common in both these terms. So I will write 4 and inside the bracket I will write a squared plus minus b squared, okay, whole upon 8. Now 4 1s is 4 and 4 2s is 8. So finally your roots are what? Your alpha and beta are a squared plus minus b squared whole upon 2. Okay, so that means your alpha will be equal to a squared plus b squared whole upon 2 and your beta will be equal to a squared minus b squared whole upon 2. Okay, so your a squared minus b squared is a minus b into a plus b whole divided by 2. So this will be your roots. Your alpha will be a squared plus b squared upon 2 and your beta will be a squared minus b squared upon 2. Okay, so you had to solve the following quadratic equation. So for x, so this will be your answer. Okay, the roots will be this two. Fine. So going on to the next question then. So the roots over here, alpha and beta, means the value of x. So the value of x can be either this or the second one. So after that, fine. Now let's see the second question. In this question, what is given? Find the values of k for which the quadratic equation x squared plus 2 root 2 kx plus 18 is equals to 0 has equal roots. Okay, so over here you can see that this quadratic equation will have equal roots. So we know that for equal roots our determinant is equals to 0, right? So that means your d should be equal to 0. And what is your d? Your d is equals to b squared minus 4ac, which should be equal to 0. So let us identify the coefficient of x squared. See, we all know that the coefficient of x squared is a, the coefficient of x is b, and the coefficient and the constant term is c, right? So in the quadratic equation which is given to us, from this we can say that our a is equals to 1, our b is equals to 2 root 2 k, okay, this is small k, okay, and the c is equals to 18, right? So we have to substitute these values in this. So what we will get? We know that b squared minus 4ac will be equal to 0. So b squared, b is what? 2 root 2k. So 2 root 2k whole squared minus 4 multiplied by a. Your a is 1 multiplied by c. Your c is 18 equals to 0. So 2 root 2k. So I have to do square of this. So 2 squared will be 4 multiplied by square root of 2. So square root of 2 will give you 2 multiplied by square of k is k squared. So this will be what? This will be 8k squared. So 8k squared minus this will be 4 into 18. So 4 into 18 is 4 8s is 32, 4 1s is 4, 5 6 7. So it will be 72 equals to 0. So that means I can write this as 8k squared is equals to 72. So k squared is equals to 72 by 8. So we know that 8 12s is 8 9s is 72. So 8 1s are 8 and 8 9s is 72, right? It is yes. So that means your value of k will be equal to under root 9. That means the value of k will be equal to plus or minus 3. Okay, so the value of k will be plus and minus 3. Find the values of k for which quadratic equation. Okay, so this will be your answer. Fine. Okay, have you all understood the first question? Okay, let's move on to the second question then. Now again in this question they have given you option. So in section A the first two questions are having option, right? So let's solve the first part of this question, or you can say the OR part. It is given a minus b the whole squared. The second term is a squared plus b squared. The third term is a plus b the whole squared. And what they are telling you in this question, show that a minus b whole squared, a squared plus b squared and a plus b whole squared are in arithmetic progression. Now we know that if a progression is given to you and you are told to find out that whether they are in arithmetic progression or not, what do? We find the common difference, right? Because we know that the definition of arithmetic progression is adding the common difference to the previous term gives you a sequence. Okay, so this is what is arithmetic progression. So let us just expand this and check. So a minus b whole squared is what? It is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, on the other hand, a squared plus b squared you can keep it as it is. Okay, and a plus b whole squared will be a squared plus b squared plus 2ab, right? Now if the common difference between the two consecutive terms is same, that means the progression given to you is in arithmetic progression, right? So what can I say over here? My first term is, that is, rather I can write a, or I can even write a1 is equals to what? It is a squared plus b squared minus 2ab, right? If I tell you the second term of this progression is a squared plus b squared, and the third term of this progression is a squared plus b squared plus 2ab, right? Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the common difference. So for finding out the common difference, what we will do? Second term minus the first term. We can even do the third term minus the second term. Okay, and if this is equal, that means they are in arithmetic progression. So first I will calculate d1. I will call this d1. So this is my d1, right? So my d1 is equals to a2 minus a1. So what is my a2? My a2 is a squared plus b squared. So I will write a squared plus b squared minus my a1. My a1 is what? A squared plus b squared minus 2ab. So now see, mark one thing over here. You have a negative sign before a1. So whatever term is a1 or whatever expression is a1, you will write that whole expression in bracket. So I will use a bracket over here, and this will become a squared plus b squared minus 2ab. Okay, so this will be equal to what? This will be equal to a squared plus b squared. Now this negative sign gets multiplied inside, so it will be minus a squared minus b squared plus 2ab. Okay, so minus a squared plus a squared gets cancelled out, plus b squared and minus b squared get cancelled out. So from this what we can say? We can say that our d1 is equals to 2ab. Now our d2, which is equals to d2 is equals to a3 minus a2. So when we subtract the second term from the third term, we should get the same difference. If we get the same difference, that means the progression given to us is, that means the sequence given to us is in progression. All right, so this will be equal to what? A3. So your third term is what? A squared plus b squared, a squared plus b squared plus 2ab, right? Minus, you have to subtract the second term. Now remember to write this in brackets. So this will be a squared plus b squared. So whatever expression you are subtracting or whatever polynomial you are subtracting, have a habit of writing that in bracket. So this will be whenever there is a negative sign outside. Okay, if there is a positive sign, then no need to write it in brackets. Okay, so this will be what? This will be a squared plus b squared plus 2ab. Then you have a negative sign outside, so this is plus a squared, so this will become minus a squared, and this is plus b squared, so this will become minus b squared. Okay, sign of each term inside the bracket changes when there is a negative sign outside the bracket. Now plus a squared and minus a squared gets cancelled out, plus b squared and minus b squared also gets cancelled out, so you have 2ab left with you. Okay, so this is the value of d2 equals to 2ab. From this, what you can say? You can say that since your d1 is equals to d2, therefore the above sequence is in arithmetic progression. Okay, so this is what we had to show, that the progression given to us, that the sequence given to us is in progression or not. Okay, so this is how we will solve this question. I hope this question is clear to everyone. All right, okay, let's move on to the next question then. Okay, see, next question, what is given to you? Read the question properly. See, which term of the arithmetic progression 3, 15, 27, 39 will be, which term? Okay, they are asking you which term, 25th term, 26th term, which term? So I will denote that as an. Okay, whichever term it is, I will denote it with an. So which term of the arithmetic progression 3, 15, 27, 39 will be 120 more than its 21st term? Okay, wait over here. See, they are asking you which term, right? So which term means you have to find out n. They are telling you which term. So is it 25th term? Is it 26th term? So they are telling you to find out n, right? So so let's say, and what they are saying, that will be 120 more than its 21st term. So over here you do not know your nth term also. What is your nth term? That you do not know, and which number of term that is, that you have to find out, right? So, and basically what is told about an, they are telling you that your an, see, if you read properly, which term of the arithmetic progression 3, 15, 27, 39 will be 120 more than its 21st term? So an will be equal to 120 more, that means plus 120 then its 21st term. So this is how we will write your equation. All right, now see, find out a21 over here on the side. We know that to find out an, we have the formula a plus n minus 1 multiplied by the common difference, right? So we will have to find out the common difference also. So to find out the common difference, we know that the first term is a, or you can even write a1, second term is a2, the third term is a3, the fourth term is a4, and so on. Okay, and to find out the common difference, do the find out the common difference is found out by subtracting any two consecutive terms given in your arithmetic progression, right? So let's take a2 minus a. So this will be equal to what? This will be 15 minus 3. So your common difference is 12. So your d is equals to 12. All right. So we know the value of d. Okay, and we are going to find out 21. That means a21 will be the 21st term, right? So your n is basically 21 over here, a21. So you will replace an with a21 equals to a. Your first term is 3, so you will write 3 plus n minus 1. So your n is 21, so it will be 21 minus 1 multiplied by d. D you have just found out, which was 12. So I will write 12 over here. This will be 12. Okay, so this will be 12. Fine, this will be 12. Now next, so a21 will be equal to 3 plus, this is 21 minus 1 gives you 20. So it is 20 multiplied by 12. So 20 multiplied by 12 will give you 240. So 240 plus 3 will give you 243. So your 21st term of this progression, will be 243. Now substitute this value in the equation given over here. So this will be an equals to a21 is how much? It is 243. 243 plus 120. Okay, so that means your an equals to it will be 243 plus 20 is 263, 263 plus 100 is 363, so this will be 363. Now you know that your nth term is going to be 363, but which term is that, right? Like my second term is 15, third term is 27, fourth term is 39. Which term will be 363? They are asking you this in the given question. Okay, so to find out that, what you can do, see, we know that an you can replace it with a plus n minus 1 d, right, equals to 363. We know this thing. Over here we have written the formula. Our an is what? Our an is a plus n minus 1 d, right? So this two are equal. So if I write this or I write this, it means the same thing. So I am replacing an with a plus n minus 1 d. My first term is what? My first term is 3. So I will write 3 plus n. N I do not know. So I will write n as it is, minus 1, and my d. My common difference is 12. So I will write 12 equals to 363. Now see, if you see, this 3 is in addition with this whole term, and this whole term contains variable. So that means we have to keep the variable on left hand side, and whatever is in addition or subtraction we have to send it on the other side. So this 3 goes on the other side, so this will be n minus 1, and see this 12 I can write it over here also, equals to 363 minus 3. So this will be what? 12 in brackets n minus 1 equals to 360. So therefore your n minus 1 will be equal to 360 divided by 12. So it will be 12 ones are 12, 12 threes are 36, and 0. So it will be 30. So your n minus 1 is equals to 30. So your n will be equal to 30 plus 1 will be equal. So therefore your n will be equal to 31. That means this 363, this will be your 31st term. Okay, 31st term. That means A31 will be equal to 363. Okay, fine. So have you all understood this? ठीक है. So इसमें कौन सी वाली term 21st term से 120 ज़्यादा रहेगी, ये हमको ढूंढना था. So that will be the 31st term. ठीक है. So if you want to check, आप check कर सकते हो. Okay, I guess leave it. We can leave this question over here only. ठीक है. So ये आपका final answer रहेगा. Now let's go on to the next question then. Okay, in this question what you have to do, ठीक है, देखो, this is a good question again. अब इसमें क्या दिया है कि in the figure quadrilateral ABCD is circumscribing a circle. ठीक है, circumscribing basically means कि वो circle, कोई भी object है उसके बाहर जो भी फिगर है that is called circumscribed. अगर मैं inscribed बोलूँ तो that means अंदर जो भी फिगर है that is inscribed. तो in this case I can even say that a circle is inscribed in a quadrilateral. ठीक है, but यहाँ पे हमें दिया है कि a quadrilateral ABCD is circumscribing a circle with center O, ठीक है, which is given, and AD is parallel to AB. AD is perpendicular to AB. So given is what? Given is given to us is हमें क्या दिया है? AD is perpendicular to AB. So AD is perpendicular to AB, right? ठीक है. So if the radius of the circle, हमें इस सर्कल का रेडियस भी दिया है, your radius of the circle is 10 centimeters. ठीक है. Then find out the value of x. Basically हमें इस पॉइंट से इस पॉइंट तक की वैल्यू ढूंढनी है, that is AB. So you have to find out AB, which is equals to x. ठीक है, ये आपको find out करना. All right. Now see, जैसे ही आप इस फिगर को देखो, now few things should be very much clear. जैसे कि I will tell you. Okay. Let us say if I connect this point. See, this is the point of contact, right? ये जो point of contact है, if I join this with the center, तो this is definitely going to be perpendicular, right? We all know this thing. ठीक है. We all know that that to a tangent, if you draw a radius, it is always perpendicular to the tangent, right? So this point, let this be S. ठीक है. Same way, if you see circle यहाँ से touch हो रहा है, so this is again a point of contact. You can name this as say P. ठीक है. And you can join OP. Okay. ठीक है. So, and in the figure it is given that AD and AB are perpendicular. So, since your AD is perpendicular to AB, you can say that angle DAB is equals to 90 degrees, right? ये जो angle है, that is what? That is 90 degrees. Also, if you see what is given, हाँ, कि आपका जो OS है, so OS is there, that is perpendicular to DA, and your OP is perpendicular to AB, right? So therefore, in the first case, angle OSA equals to 90 degree, and if you see the second case, angle OPA is equals to 90 degrees. Now if you see, देखिए, SA and OP will be parallel, right? Because this is also 90 degree and this is also 90 degree. Okay, so if you consider AP as your transversal, ठीक है, so the sum of co-interior angles, angle OPA and angle SAP, they are what? Co-interior angles. So इनका sum क्या है? 180 है, right? And if that is 180, that means the two lines SA and OP are parallel. Okay. At the same time, if you see over here, if you consider these two angles, angle OSA and angle PAS, these two angles, they are also what? They are also co-interior angles, right? So if they are co-interior angles, that means this is your transversal. So that means we can say that OS and AP are parallel. So from this figure we can say that the opposite sides are parallel, right? अगर opposite sides parallel है, ठीक है, so that means it's a parallelogram, right? और अंदर का कोई भी एक एंगल अगर 90 डिग्री है, that means we can say that it's a rectangle. So basically ये rectangle है, ठीक है, अभी के लिए. But you even know that a rectangle can even be a square. अगर किसी rectangle की चारों side equal हो जाती है, that means it's a square. And if you see the figure, देखिए, from point A, the distance AP will be equal to AS, right? AP or AS will be equal because when you draw a tangent from an external point, the length of both the tangent segments are equal. That means AP or AS are what? They are equal in length. So ये जो भी length रहेगी, the same length this will be. And हमें पता है कि this is a rectangle, and in a rectangle opposite sides are equal. That means AS is equals to OP and AP is equals to OS. ठीक है, अब समझ लीजिए AP अगर 5 सेंटीमीटर्स रहता तो OS भी 5 सेंटीमीटर्स रहता, and ऐसे अगर 5 सेंटीमीटर्स रहता तो OP भी 5 सेंटीमीटर्स रहता. Therefore what we can say? Therefore we can say that OSAP is a square. ठीक है, ये क्या है? This is a square. ठीक है, अभी आपको ढूंढना क्या है? You have to find out the length of this x, यानी आपको AB ढूंढना है. यहाँ पे जो AB है वो आपको ढूंढना है, ठीक है. So A से P तक का distance, okay, we cannot say now. अब now see one more thing. See the point B. B is an external point, ठीक है, और उस B point से if you draw two tangents to a circle, so this Q is one point of contact and P is another point of contact. So we know that the length of BP will be equal to the length of BQ, right? So PB की जो भी length रहेगी, that will be equal to BQ, right? We can say that BQ will be equal to BP. Okay. Now next thing is, see now, C, point C. From point C also there are two tangents directly falling on the circle, right? So यहाँ से यहाँ तक का distance, and we know that from this we can say that CR will be equal to CQ, क्योंकि अगर कोई exterior point है, from there if you draw two tangents to a circle, the length of the tangent segments will be equal. That means the length of CQ and the length of CR is equal. ठीक है, so CR की length given to you is 27, right? So the length of CQ will also be 27, right? So CQ will also be 27 centimeters. ठीक है, so this will be equal to 27 centimeters. Now if you notice CB, the length of CB given to you is 38. So CB given to you is what? 38. Okay, in order to find BQ, what can you do? You can subtract CQ from BC, right? See again, what you can do, you can subtract the length QC from the length BC. So in order to obtain BQ, what you can do, BQ will be equal to CB minus CQ minus CQ. Okay, the length of CB given to you is 38 minus the length of CQ. The length of CQ is what? 27. So 27. So from this you will get the length of BQ, which will be equal to it will be 11 centimeters. This is how much? 11 centimeters. Also, if you notice one thing, we have written that BQ is equals to BP, right? So that means BQ equals to BP is equals to 11 centimeters, right? So therefore your BP will be equal to 11 centimeters. Now see, one more thing, the radius is given to you. The radius is given to you. If you notice, OS is the radius, right? So if, and OP is also the radius. So if OS is the radius, that means this is 10 centimeters. And OP is also the radius, that means this is also 10 centimeters. And we have already proved that OSAP is a square. Okay, so in a square all the sides are equal. That means AP is also what? This is also 10 centimeters. Okay, so you can say that OS is equals to OP. Yeah, OP equals to R equals to 10 centimeters. Okay, so therefore AP equals to AS will be equal to the radius, which will be equal to 10 centimeters. Okay, now finally you have to find out the length of AB. So to find out the length of AB, we know that our AB is equals to AP plus PB or BP. So AB is equals to AP plus BP. Alright, so the value of AP is what? See, your AP is the radius, which is equals to 10 centimeters. So that is 10 plus your BP. The length of BP is 11 centimeters. So you write 11. So that means your AB is equals to 21 centimeters. So this is your answer. So the length of this X is 21 centimeters. Okay, have you all understood this question? Okay, fine. Let's go on to the next question then. Okay, now in this question, what is given to you? Solve for X and a quadratic equation is given to you, right? So let us use the quadratic formula over here and find out the answer. Fine. So for using the quadratic formula, we should know the coefficient of x squared, x, and the constant term. So the coefficient of x squared is a, which is equals to 1 in this case. Then our b, which is coefficient of x, that is 5 in this case, and the coefficient of c, and the constant term is c minus, it will be minus a squared plus a minus 6. Okay, so if I have to write it without the bracket, I will write this as minus a squared minus a plus 6. Okay, now for using the quadratic formula, I know that the quadratic formula is what? It is equals to minus b plus minus under root of d upon 2a. Okay, and I also know that my d is equals to b squared minus 4ac. Okay, so my b squared, my b is what? 5. So the square of 5 will be 25 minus 4 multiplied by a. What is my a? My a is 1. So I won't be writing 1, because whenever we multiply with 1, we are going to get the same result. Then I will write c, which is equals to minus a squared minus a plus 6. Okay, on solving this, what will I get? 25 minus into minus will give you plus, 4 into a squared will be 4a squared, minus into minus again plus, 4 into a will give you 4a, then minus into plus minus, and 4 into b will give you 4b. Okay, so this is my d. It is b squared minus 4ac. Okay, minus plus 4a squared minus plus 4a plus minus 4b. Okay, fine. After this, what can I do? See, okay, let's see. Let's solve this further. Okay, so let's put the values over here. Minus b, what is my b? B is 5, so it will be minus 5 plus in minus in the square root. I will have, oh sorry, this is 6, this is not b, this is 6, so let me just make that change. This is not b, this is 6, so this is 6, so 4 into 6 will give you 24. Okay, so on solving this further, 25 minus 24 will be 1, so this will become 4a squared plus 4a plus 1. Okay, now if I wish to factorize this, so what can I do? See, or else, see, this looks to me like an identity. How? Look, 4a squared can be written as 2a whole squared, and plus this 1 can be written as 1 squared. So if I compare this with a squared plus 2ab plus b squared with this identity, so what will happen? See, 4a, I can write this as 2. My a is what? My a is 2a, and my b is what? It is 1. So when I multiply, 2 2s are 4a, 4a into 1 will be 4a, right? So that means this is a plus b whole squared, right? A plus b whole squared is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, and the same thing you are getting over here. So I can change this to 2a plus 1 the whole squared, right? So this is my discriminant. All right, so now putting this in the value in the quadratic formula, minus my b is what? 5, so I'll put 5 plus minus under root the discriminant. My discriminant is what? It is 2a plus 1 whole squared, so 2a plus 1 the whole squared, whole divided by 2 into a. My a is what? My a is 1. My a is what? My a is 1, right? See, don't get confused between the a given in the question and the a given in the identity. All right, do not replace this a also with 1. This a is not the coefficient of x squared. Okay, wherever you see the coefficient of x squared, that only has to be replaced by 1. So if you are getting confused with the two a's, what you can do, you can write after in the first step that let a equals to let's say any variable y in the given quadratic equation, and you can write this as x squared plus 5x minus y squared plus y minus 6. Okay, this when you will do when you find any coefficient of x squared, x or the constant term given in your quadratic equation. Okay, because that can confuse you. All right, so now this will be what? This will be minus 5 plus minus under root of 2a minus plus 1 whole squared will, when you remove the root sign, so this root and square gets cancelled out, so you will have 2a plus 1 whole upon 2. So this will be equal to minus 5 plus in bracket 2a plus 1 whole upon 2. This will be one solution, and the other solution will be minus 5 minus in brackets 2a plus 1 whole upon 2. All right, so this will be minus 5 plus 2a plus 1 whole divided by 2. So this will be minus 5 and plus 1 gives you minus 4. So I can write this as 2a minus 4 whole divided by 2, and over here I can write minus 5 minus 2a minus 1 whole divided by 2. So this will be 2 I can take out common, so in the bracket I will have a minus 2 whole divided by 2. So 2 ones are 2 ones are. So my one solution will be ax minus 2, and the other solution, see, this will be equal to minus 5 and minus 1 will give me minus 6. So minus 2a minus 6 whole upon 2. Now if I see the numerator, in the numerator I can take out negative sign common as well as I can take out 2 common. So this will be equal to minus 2, and in the brackets I will have a. See, this negative sign gets changed to positive sign, and over here I will be left with 3 whole divided by 2. So 2 ones are 2 and 2 ones are 2. So this will be equal to minus into brackets a plus 3. So this will be equal to minus a minus 3. So my one root is minus a minus 3 and my other root is a minus 2. So this is how you will solve this question. At the end you will get two roots. One will be a minus 2 and the other root will be minus a minus 3. Going on to the next question then. Okay, now in this question what is given to us? See, you have to read the question properly in order to understand what you need to do. So let's read out the question. The 3/4 part of a conical vessel of internal radius 5 centimeters and height 24 centimeters. So first of all, radius is given. Let me write down the radius. So radius is how much? It is 5 centimeters, and the height is how much? The height is equals to 24 centimeters. Okay, is full of water. So 3/4 of a conical vessel is full of water, right? So first of all, see, what will I be doing? I guess from this much part, I guess I will have to find out the volume of the conical flask, conical vessel first. Then I will have to do 3/4 of that volume, because 3/4 of that portion is filled, right? So then what can we do? Is full of water. The water emptied into a cylindrical vessel with internal radius. So radius of cylinder is given, so I will denote this with RC equals to 10 centimeters. Okay, find the height of water in the cylindrical vessel. So basically what is given in this question, you have a conical vessel, okay, and this conical vessel is filled with water. The 3/4 portion of this conical vessel is filled with water. Now you are emptying this water into a cylinder whose radius is 10 centimeters, and you have to find out the height of the level of water, right? So the height of the level of water. Fine. So first of all, what we will do, we will find out the volume of cone in this, and we will do 3/4 of it. So that will give us the volume of the water in that vessel. Okay, so you will do what? Volume of cone will be equal to the volume of water. All right, so volume of cone is, it is 1/3 of the volume of cylinder, which means it is pi r squared h. Okay, so always remember the volume of cone is 1/3 times the volume of cylinder. Okay, so this will be 1/3 multiplied by, I will keep pi as it is, into r square. R is what? 5. So 5 squared is 25, multiplied by the height. The height is what? The height is 24. So 3 1s are 3 and 3 8s are is 24. So it will be 25 multiplied by 8, so it will be 200. So the volume of water is 200 pi centimeter cube. Okay, this will be the volume of water. Sorry, this will be the total volume of water. Now I have to do 3/4 of this. Okay, I cannot say this is this won't be the volume of water actually. The volume of cone will be equal to 200 pi. So I should remove, let's say I should remove this volume of water from here. The volume of cone simply will be what? It will be 1/3 of the volume of cylinder. Now I will find out the volume of water in this cone. So the volume of cone, so the volume of water, so volume of water will be equal to 3/4 times the volume of cone. So that will be equal to 3/4 multiplied by 200 pi. So 4 1s are 4, 5s are 20, 0. So it will be 50 pi. So 3 into 50 is 150 pi centimeter cube. So that means 150 pi centimeter cube volume of water is there in this conical vessel. Now we are going to empty this water into the cylinder, right? So we know that the volume of water is going to remain same, right? So what we will write, volume, we will use the formula volume of cylinder will be equal to the volume of water. Actually this won't be giving us the volume of cylinder, this will give you the volume of like you can use the formula cylinder, because when you pour water into a cylinder it will take the shape of cylinder, right? So you can imagine that as a cylinder which is completely made up of water. So the height of that water you have to find out. So that is why I have written a cylinder over here, which is equals to pi r squared. I will write RC over here, okay, and H equals to the volume of water, which is 150 pi. Now see, I have pi on both sides, so I can cancel out this pi and this pi. Okay, so RC squared is 10 squared, so it will be 100 H equals to 150. So my H will be equal to 150 divided by 100. So this 0 gets cancelled out. So my height of the water column in that cylinder will be 1.5 centimeters. Okay, so basically volume of cylinder which I took, that was actually the volume of the water column. Okay, so your height will be equal to what? 1.5 centimeters. That means when you pour that 3/4 of the volume of cone amount of water into a cylinder, it will occupy the height of 1.5 meters in that cylinder. All right, so I hope this is clear. Fine, let's go on to the next question then. Now see, in the next question what is given? Okay, this is a question in which we have to find out the mean of the following frequency distribution. Okay, the mean of the following frequency distribution is 25. Okay, so let me just write this down. So the mean is how much? The mean is 25. Now see, if you check the data, it's a very easy data given to you, where intervals are clearly given and the frequency is also given. So this will be your f of I. Okay, now the direct method of finding out the mean is what? We will do summation of fi xi divided by the sum of xi. Okay, so xi over here is your class mark, so you will have to find out the class mark over here. All right, so the class mark is what? Upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. So it will be 0 plus 10 divided by 2, it will be 5. 10 plus 20 divided by 2, it will be 15. 20 plus 30, it will be 25. 30 plus 40 divided by 2, it will be 35. And 40 plus 5 divided by 2 will be 45. Okay, now we have to do summation of fi xi. So I will write fi xi. All right, so fi into xi, 4 5s will give us 20. 6 into 15 will give us 90. 25 into 10 will give us 250. Then 6 into 35, 6 5s is 30, 6 is 18, 19, 20, 21. So 210, and this will give us 45 p. All right, fi into xi. Yes, now we also need to find out the summation of fi. All right, this is fi xi. So the summation of fi xi, if you do summation of fi xi, that will be equal to what? See, 20 plus 90, it's 110. 110 plus 200, 210, 310, and it will be 360. 360 plus 10, 370. 470, 570, 570. So this will be 570 plus 45p. This will be the summation of fi xi. And if you do summation of fi, that will be 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 plus 6 is 26. So this will be 26 plus, this will be 26 plus p. This will be your summation of fi. So this will be equal to 26 plus p. All right, now let's use the formula of mean, which is x bar equals to summation of fi xi upon summation of fi. All right, so summation of fi xi is 570 plus 45p upon your summation of fi is 26 plus p. This is equals to your mean. Your mean is given, that is 25, so you will write 25. Okay, so now to solve this, you will send 26 plus p on the other side, so you will have 570 plus 45p equals to 25 into bracket 26 plus p. Okay, now this will be 570 plus 45p equals to, you will have to multiply this 25 inside. Now see, I will tell you a short trick to multiply two consecutive numbers. See, when you multiply 25 by 26, these are consecutive numbers. So when you are multiplying consecutive numbers, what you can do, just do the square of the smaller number and add that number to it. So the square of 25 is 625, and 625 plus 25 gives you 650. So this will be 650 plus 25p. Alright, now what we will do, we will send 25p on this side and we will send 570 on the other side. So this will be 45p minus 25p equals to 650 minus 570. Alright, so 45p minus 25p will give you 20p equals to 650 minus 670. So 50 minus 70 will be 50, 60, 70. It will be 580, right? So it will be 80. This will be what? This will be 80, right? Fine. So therefore, your p will be equal to 80 divided by 20. So 0, 0 cancel out, 2 1s and 2 4s. So your value of p is equals to 4. This will be your answer. So the value of p over here will be what? 4. So your summation of fi should be 30 and fi xi it will be 45 into 4. So no need to do that. You have to do only up till here. So the value of p is what? 4. Sorry, the value of p is 4. That is what we had to find out in this question. Okay, this was a very easy question. Let's move on to the next question then. Now section B starts from here. So let's see the first question. Okay, again you have a question on the central tendencies. So the question is the marks obtained by 100 students, okay, in an examination are given below. Okay, marks are given. What you have to find out? Find the median marks of the students. So find the median marks. So what we will do? We will just write the data in the next page. So it is what? It is marks and the number of students. So marks and the number of students, which is your frequency. So I will denote this with fi, or simply I can denote it with f. So this will be f. Now see, so 30, 35, 35, 40, 40, 45, 32 they have till 65. So 30, 35, 35, 40, 40, 45, 45, 50, 50, 55, 55, 60 and 60, 65. So 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Alright. And the frequencies are 14, 16, 28, 23. 14, 16, 28, 23. 14, 16, 14, 16, 28, 23. And 18, 8 and 3. 18, 8 and 3. So 18, 8 and 3. So this is 18, 8 and 3. Alright. Let us just check. So 14, 16, 28, 23. 14, 16, 28, 23. 18, 8, 3. So 18, 8, 3. Alright. Now we have to find out the median. We know the formula of median. Your median is lower class limit plus n upon 2 minus the cumulative frequency upon frequency of the median class multiplied by the class size. Alright. Now first you will be finding out the cumulative frequency. Okay, so cumulative frequency. So the first frequency remains as it is. 14 plus 16 gives you 30. 30 plus 28 gives you 58. 58 plus 23, 68, 78, 78, 79, 80, 81. It will be 81. 81 plus 18. So 81 plus 8 will be 89, 99. It will be 99. 99 plus 8 will be 99 plus 8. So it will be 107. This will be 107 and this will be 107 plus 3 will be 110. Alright. So your total frequency is 110, that is n. So we will have to find out n by 2. So this will be 110 upon 2, which will give you 55. Okay. Now from this you can find out your median class. Okay. Which is your median class? 55. So check the cumulative frequency. 55 lies over here. Okay. But which median class you have to consider? The class whose cumulative frequency is just greater than 55 and the closest one. So closer to 55 you have 58. So your median class is 1, 2, 3. Median class is 40 to 45. So we will write over here median class is equals to 40 to 45. All right, it will be 40 to 45. Then afterwards, let's we know the value of lower class limit. So lower class limit is what? 40. If you have to find out the class size is what? 45 minus 40, that will give you 5. Okay, now let's put this values. Let's put cumulative frequency. So cumulative frequency is of previous class. So the cumulative frequency of previous class is 30. So that will be 30. And the frequency which you see in the denominator is the frequency of the middle class, actual frequency, that is 28. So this will be 28. Okay, I guess we have all the values. N by 2 we have already calculated, which is 55. Now we will put this values. L is what? So I will put 40 plus N by 2, which is 55, minus the cumulative frequency is 30 whole upon 28 multiplied by the class size, which is 5. Okay, so this will be what? 40 plus 55 minus 30 will give you 25 upon 28 multiplied by 5. Alright, so this will be equal to 40 plus 25 into 5 is 125 divided by 28. Now to solve this, what we will do? 28 multiplied by 40. So 28 into 4, 4 is 32, 4 2s are 8, 9, 10, 11. So it will be 1120. So 1120 plus 125. So that will be 5421. So it will be 1245 upon 28. Now see, this is a calculation, a bit large calculation, but let me just check if I it is 1245. So this will be 5 and not 8. So this is basically in fraction. You can find out the value in decimal, and that will be the final answer, and that will be the median of your class. Okay, all right. So let's move on to the next question, and this is how we will solve the question on this particular topic. Okay, now in this question what they are saying, draw a circle of radius 2 centimeters with center O. Fine. So first we will do that. Say this is the center of your circle, this is O. Now they are telling you to draw a radius of 2 centimeters. So take 2 centimeters on your compass, and with center as point O, draw a circle. So your circle will look like this. Okay, let me change. So this is your center and this is O. Now what they are saying after that, and take a point P outside the circle such that OP equals to 6.5. So for that what you will do, just draw a long ray like this. Okay, just draw a long ray. Now take 6.5 centimeters on your compass using your ruler, and put the tip of the compass at O and cut this cut this line. Wherever it cuts, that will be your point P, and the distance OP will be how much? This will be 6.5 centimeters. This will be 6.5 centimeters. Alright. After that, what they are telling you, that from P, that means from this point P, you have to draw 2 tangents to the circle. That means you have to draw 2 tangents to this circle. So what you will do, you will draw the perpendicular bisector of OP, right? For drawing the perpendicular bisector of OP, you will have to take the radius of the compass more than half the length of OP. Okay, and with that radius, and taking center as point O, draw one arc above the line, and with that same radius draw one arc below the line. Okay, again with that same radius and center as point P, cut the arc which you have drawn above. Okay, and cut it below as well. Now join these 2 points. Okay, this point over here, name this, let's say M. Now you know that you have drawn a perpendicular bisector. That means your OM will be equal to OP. Alright. So with the radius on your compass equals to OM or MP. Sorry, this is OM will be equal to MP. Sorry, OM will be equal to MP. Alright. So that means the length of OM is equals to MP because you have drawn a perpendicular bisector. So on your compass, the tip of your compass put on M, and the pencil tip put on O. So with this radius and center as point M, draw a circle. Okay, when you will draw this circle, it will pass through both these points O and P. Okay, and it will also cut your initial circle at this point. See, do you see this point and this point? Okay, so now from point P, join these points. Let this point be say A and let this point say B. So we'll join PA and PB, and that will be the tangent of this. So this is one tangent. Okay, this is one tangent, and this will be the another tangent. Okay, so actually they are not going through this point, but actually they will be going from those 2 points when you will use a compass. Okay, but I hope you had an idea of what to do. Okay, again I will repeat what you will do. Take 2 centimeters on compass, take a center, and with that center draw a circle. Okay, so you have got the center with you, which is O. Now take 6.5 centimeters using a ruler on your compass and put the tip of the compass at O. Okay, before that draw a line in any direction you want. So I am drawing a horizontal line, a horizontal ray like this. Okay, now after taking 6.5 centimeters on your compass and center is point O, cut that ray. Wherever it cuts, that will be your point P. That means you have to draw your tangents from this point. Okay, so the distance OP, you will draw the perpendicular bisector of OP, which will give you the center of the new circle. Okay, so after drawing the perpendicular bisector, how to draw perpendicular bisector? Take the radius of the compass more than half the length of OP, right? Whatever is the whatever is your OP, the half length. Take the radius of the compass more than that. Okay, and with center as O and a particular radius, draw one arc above the line, draw one arc below the line. With that same radius and center as point P, cut the initial arc above the line and the one below the line. Now join these 2 points, you will get a center point. Okay, this center point is the midpoint of OP. That means OM will be equal to MP. Okay, now on your compass, the radius, take the radius equals to OM, and from center, from taking M as the center, draw a circle. Okay, now this new circle cuts your original circle at 2 points. Name those points as A and B. When you join PB and PA with a ray, those 2 lines will be the tangent. Okay, those 2 line will be a tangent. Fine, I hope this is clear. Let's move on to the next question then. Okay, this question is again on your topic statistics. Okay, what is given? Find the mode of the following distribution of marks obtained by student in an examination. Okay, so these are the marks, you have to find out the mode. Given the mean of the above distribution is 53, using empirical relationship, estimate the value of its median. So you have to find out mode and median, both the things. So first we will find out mode. See, for finding out the mode, we know that we will have to identify the modal class first. Okay, so the first thing you will find out is modal class. And how do we get the modal class? The frequency, which is like the largest frequency, is your will tell your modal class. So which is the largest frequency? 15, 18, 21, 29 and 17. So 29 is your highest frequency. Okay, and the class corresponding to that is 60 to 80. So your modal class will be 60 to 80. Okay, now from this 2 things you can know. One is the lower class limit, which is 60, and the second thing which you can know is the class size. The class size is 20. Okay, now going to the formula of mode, your mode is equals to lower class limit plus the frequency of the modal class minus the frequency of the previous class upon 2 times the frequency of the modal class minus frequency of the previous class minus the frequency of the class after the modal class, which is F2. Okay, multiplied by the class size. If you want, you can write it in brackets. So we have already wrote L over here, we already wrote H also over there. Now we need to write F1. So this is the frequency of the modal class, which is 29. Next we have to write F of 0, which is equals to what? The frequency of the class which is just before the modal class. So that will be 21. And then you have F of 2, which is equals to the frequency of the class which is just after the modal class, which is 17. So this will be 17. Alright. So now putting these values in the formula, we will get L is what? Your L is 60. So I'll put 60 plus your F1 minus F0. So F1 is 29 and F0 is 21. So 29 minus 21 will give you 8. So I will directly write 8 over here upon 2F1. That means 2 into 29. So it will be 58, right? 49 and 80. Yes, 58. 58 minus F0. So 58 minus 21. So 58 minus 1, 57. 47 and 37. 37 minus F2. So 37 minus 17. So 37 minus 7 is 30 and 30 minus 10 will give you 20. So this will be 20 multiplied by the class size, which is also 20. So this 20 and this 20 will get cancelled out. So you will have 60 plus 8, which will be equal to 68. So the mode over here in this sum is 68. Okay. Now the answer is not over, or you can say the question, the answer to this question is not over yet, because you still have to find out the median, right? So for median, you have to use the empirical relationship between the three. So I will just erase this, and we will remember the value of mode, which is 68. So I will write over here that my mode is 68, so that I do not forget it. Okay, and the mean given to us is 53. So mean is also 53. Now see, the empirical relationship is 2 mean equals to 3 median minus the mode. Alright, so what will I do? I will send this mode over here. So it will be 2 mean plus mode equals to 3 median, right? So if I remove this 3, so it will come in the denominator over here. So it will be 3. So this will be median. So your median is equals to what? 2 mean plus mode upon 3. Okay, you can simply remember this, and whatever you have to find out, you can modify your formula according to that. Alright, so 2 mean, so 2 times 53 is 106. Alright, plus the mode, your mode is what? 68 divided by 3. Alright, so 106 plus 68, so 106 plus 60 will be 166. 166 plus 8 will be 174. So this will be 174 upon 3. So 3 ones are 3, 3 5s is 15, 16, 17. You have 2 left. So 3 8s is 24. So you will get 58. So that means the median of this data is, the median is 58. Alright, everyone is getting it? Fine. So this is so simple, and this is how we have to do this type of sums. Okay, fine. Let's move on to the next question then. Okay, this is a trigonometry based question. In this question, what is given? A man on the top of a vertical observation tower observes a car moving at uniform speed. Okay, at uniform speed, directly coming towards it. So you have to imagine over here that a man is on the top of a vertical tower, observes a car moving at uniform speed coming directly towards it. If it takes 12 minutes for the angle of depression to change from 30 to 45 degree, okay, so how long will the car take to reach the observation tower from that point? Fine. So I will explain you what is this. This is A and this is B. This is the height of the tower. Alright. Now a man is standing over here, okay, and he is watching a car. So this is your car, okay, and this is your ground. So let this point be, say, C. Okay. Now the angle of depression changes from 30 to 45 degree, okay, as he is coming towards the tower. So when the man observes by changing the angle of depression, so the car has reached over here. Now see, the angle of depression given over here was, this was how much? 30 degrees. This is 30 degrees and this is 45 degrees. Now see, if you get confused over here, how to get this thing very clear. See, angle of depression is 30 degrees, and if I say it is 45 degrees, so it is more than 30 degrees, right? So that is why this is the line of sight. So when I turn by 30 degrees, it will be up till here, and from this same line of sight, if I turn 45 degrees, so that will definitely be more, right? Now we know that the ground and the line of sight are parallel to each other. That means there is a Z formation over here, which means that alternate interior angles are equal. So this will be 45 degrees and this will be 30 degrees. Alright. Okay, the height of the tower is not given to us, so we'll consider this as h. Okay, and what else is given to us? That it takes 12 minutes from the angle of depression to change from 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, so let us assume that let the speed of the car be x meters per minute. Okay, so in 1 minute, in 1 minute the car is traveling x meters. Okay, so when the angle of depression changed from 30 to 45 degrees, that car was traveling for 12 minutes. So that means he might have traveled the distance of 12x meters, correct? So this will be what? This will be 12x meters. Okay, see, if you have not understood this thing, understand. देखो, 1 minute में that car is traveling x meters, right? So 12 minutes में it will be traveling 12x meters, right? So that is why from this point to this point I have taken this as 12x. Ab you have to find out the time required for the car to travel from D to B, right? So that the distance over here we do not know, so let that distance be y. Okay, so the distance BD is what? It is y. Now if you consider one more thing, see, this is a tower, right? So this tower is perpendicular, the tower is perpendicular to the ground, right? So if you take in triangle ABD, angle B is equals to 90 degrees. Okay, and if you take tan of 45, so tan of 45 will be opposite upon adjacent, right? Because this is your angle of reference, so this is opposite side upon adjacent side. So you can write tan of 45 degree equals to h upon y. You know that tan of 45 is 1, so 1 will be equal to h upon y. So therefore from this you can say that your h will be equal to y. Okay, that means the height of the tower and the distance from D to B is the same. Alright, now if you see the another triangle ABC, so in triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degrees, right? That we can see clearly. Alright, again if you see, we can use tan over here, because when I say tan of 30, it will be opposite upon the adjacent. Okay, so it will be if I take tan 30, so tan 30 will be equal to AB upon BC, and if you see, BC consists of BD and DC. Alright, so that means for finding out BC, I will have to do BD plus DC, that will be y plus 12x. Alright, so I will write tan of 30 degree equals to AB, AB is what? H, upon BC, my BC is what? Y plus 12x, so it will be y plus 12x. Now see, tan of 30, for finding out tan of 30, see, you know sine of 30 is half and cos of 30 is root 3 by 2. So when you divide this two, you will get 1 upon root 3. Alright, so this will be what? This will be 1 upon root 3 half and root 3 by 2. Yes, it will be 1 upon root 3 equals to h upon y plus 12x. Okay, so you can write over here, see, we can replace this y with h, or what we can do, okay, this will be what? Your h will be equal to y plus 12x whole upon root 3. Alright, okay, now we know that our height of the tower is equals to distance of B to D. So I will replace this h with y, so this will be y equals to y plus 12x whole divided by root 3. That means my root 3y will be equal to y plus 12x. If I simplify this further, this will be root 3y minus y equals to 12 of x. Then if you see, y is common over here, so I can write this as y in brackets, I will have root of 3 minus 1 equals to 12x. Alright, so therefore I can write y equals to 12x upon root 3 minus 1. Okay, Now see, I need to rationalize the denominator, okay, because I have square root 3. I have an irrational number in the denominator, so I need to rationalize this. So I will just use the previous page to solve this. 12x upon root 3 minus 1. So 12x upon root 3 minus 1. So 12x upon root 3 minus 1, this is equals to y. Alright, so to rationalize, I will have to multiply the numerator and denominator with root 3 plus 1 and root 3 plus 1. So this will be equal to 12x in brackets root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 minus 1 and root 3 plus 1. This means a minus b and a plus b. So a minus b into a plus b is what? A squared minus b squared. So a squared means square of 3. Square of square root of 3. So square of square root of 3 will be 3 minus b squared, that means 1 squared is 1. So this will be equal to 12x in brackets root 3 plus 1 whole divided by 2. So 2 1s are 2 and 2 6s are 12. So the distance y is equals to 6x into bracket root 3 plus 1. Okay, now see, remember one thing over here, that you are not asked the distance from point D to the tower, right? What you are asked the time taken from point D to the tower, right? So as we know that in 1 minute the car is traveling x kilometers, all right? So to travel this much distance, see, this is distance and this is in meters. Wait, let me just check. This is in okay, we have taken meters, x meters, so this is in meters. So this will be meters, right? This much meter is the distance. So 1 minute the car is taking to travel x meters. So to travel 6x under root 3 plus 1 meter, it will take how much time? All right, so we cross multiply this, okay, and my variable which I have to find out is t. Okay, so see, you know that whichever is your variable, you keep that separate on the left side, and whatever is attached to this variable, you send it on the other side. All right, so don't focus on x. Okay, over here the subject of your formula is t. So this will become what? 6x root 3 plus 1 into 1 will give you this thing, equals to, it will be x multiplied by t. Okay, so now you have to remove this x from here, because I told you that the subject of your formula is t. So this is x multiplied by t, so x comes on this side, so it will be 6x root of 3 plus 1 upon x equals to the time taken. Okay, so x and x gets cancelled out. So the time taken to travel this distance will be equal to 6 in brackets root 3 plus 1. Okay, this will be minutes, because we took over there x meters per minute. So that means the car will take this much time to travel this distance, the distance which is given, or else you can say the distance from point D to the tower. Okay, this will be the time taken. Okay, this is a bit difficult sum, but if you practice this question, you will be able to easily do this question also. Let's see the next question then. Okay, in this question what is given? The angle of elevation of the top of a hill from the foot of the tower. Okay, so let's say this is a tower, this is your point A and this is your point B. Okay, and this is your hill, this is C and this is D. Now let's read the question. The angle of elevation they are saying, of the top of a hill from the foot of a tower, that means from B point to C. This is the foot of your hill, this is what, sorry, this is foot of tower. Okay, and this point is the foot of hill. Okay, then this is the top of tower, top of hill, and this point is top of tower. All right, this is top of tower. So and if we read further, okay, so this angle of elevation is the angle between the line of sight and the horizontal. So this is your horizontal. So this angle over here is how much? This is 60 degrees. Then afterwards what is given? And the angle of depression from the top of the tower to the foot of the hill. Now over here they are telling you depression. Depression means what? So top of the hill to the foot, and the angle of depression from the top of the tower to the foot of the hill. That means top of the tower to the foot of the hill, the angle of depression. So this is your line of sight. This is your line of sight. So this is your angle of depression, which is 30 degrees. Okay, yeah, 30 degrees. So you know that this horizontal line, let us say that this line of sight meets over here at say F. Since though that is not required, I am writing it. Okay, this is 30 degree. You know that AF and BD will be perpendicular, right? Because the line of sight and the horizontal is perpendicular. So that means this angle will be 30 degrees. All right. So now what you have to find out, if tower is 50 meters high, so AB is given to you. This is how much? This is 50 meters. So that means the length of AB is given to you, which is 50 meters. And what you are told to find out, find the height of the hill. So the height of the hill you have to find out. That means you have to find out, let me denote this with H. So you have to find out CD, which is equals to H. Alright. So what we will do, see, we know this AB. So we can consider the triangle ABD. Okay, ABD. So we can write in triangle ABD, angle B will be equal to 90 degree, right? Because the tower is standing perpendicular to the ground. All right. So that means this is my angle of, I will take this as my angle of reference, and I will find out this BD, the length BD. That means the distance between the tower and the hill I will find out. All right. So it will be opposite upon hypotenuse. Opposite upon adjacent, right? Because AD will be your hypotenuse. So your opposite side is AB. So this will be what? Tan of 30 degree equals to AB upon BD. Alright. So tan of 30 is half divided by root 3. It will be 1 upon root 3. Okay. And AB is how much? 50. So I'll write 50 upon BD. BD I don't know. So I'll write BD as it is. Alright. Now cross multiply. So my BD will be equal to 50 root 3 meters. Alright. Now with the help of this, what will I do? I will consider the triangle CBD. Okay. So in triangle CBD, yes, or I will take CDB rather than writing. So CDB. So CDB, my angle D is equals to 90 degrees. Alright, my angle D is equals to 90 degrees. So BC will be my hypotenuse, BD will be my adjacent side. This is my reference angle, 60 degree. And I have to find out CD, right? So I will use CD upon BD, the ratio CD upon BD. So this is opposite upon adjacent. So that means I will use tan of 60. So tan of 60 degree equals to CD upon BD. So CD upon BD. Alright. Now tan of 60. See, tan of 60, sine of 60 is root 3 by 2 and cos of 60 is half. So root 3 by 2 divide by half. So that will be root 3. So you will get root 3 over here equals to CD. What is your CD? You do not know. So that will be H, and BD is 50 root 3. So I will write 50 root 3. Alright. So 50 root 3 goes over there and gets multiplied with root 3. So it will be 50 root 3 multiplied by root 3 equals to H. So 50 root 3 into root 3, so it will be 50 multiplied by root 3 into root 3 will give you 3 equals to H. So this will be equal to 50 into 3 is 150, and the unit will be meters. So the height of the hill which is CD will be equal to what? That will be equal to 150 meters. Okay. So I hope this question was very easy, right? Okay, let's move on to the next question then. Okay, next is section C. So in section C we have again 4 questions, and there will be option in 1 question. 2 questions will be case study based. Okay, there will be a situation given to you, and based on that you have to solve that question. Now see, in this question what is given? Rampal decided to donate canvas for 10 tents conical in shape. Okay, so Rampal is going to donate canvas. Canvas is the material to make tents. Okay, and the shape of the tent is conical shape. Okay, so what they are telling, with base diameter 14. Okay, so diameter given to you is 14 meters. Then and the height 24 meters to a center. To a center means there is a center they are donating, right? So that center they are talking about, not the center of the cone. Okay, to a center for handicapped persons welfare. All right. So D is given and height is given, which is 24 meters. All right. If the cost of 2-meter wide canvas is rupees 40, so cost is how much? Cost is 40 rupees, rupees 40 for 2 meters. So the cost will be 40 divided by 2 for 1 meter, right? So that will be equal to 20 rupees per meter. So that the price of that canvas for tent is how much? It is rupees 20 for 1 meter. Now see, we will have to find out the surface area over here, right? And also the curved surface area, because if you see a conical tent, it does not have any base. Okay, and basically when you talk about tent, it is the surface, right? It is just the surface, right? So that is why we will find out the curved surface area of cone over here. So the curved surface area of cone we will find out. Okay, and the curved surface area of cone is what? Pi r L, where your L is what? Your L is the slant height. It is what? Slant height. Now we know the relationship between slant height, radius and the height. Okay, so that is what? That is L square is equals to r squared plus h squared. Okay, this is the radius of the cone and this is the height of the cone. Now if you see, the diameter of the cone is given, right? So if the diameter is given, we know that the radius is what? It is half that of the diameter. So that means your radius will be equal to 7 meter. So the radius of the cone is what? 7 meters. Okay, so let's put this values. You have to find out L. So L squared equals to r squared. So 7 squared is 49 plus the height squared. Height is how much? 24. Then square of 24 is 576. So it will be 576. So I will have to do now square root, because this is L squared. So if I have to remove square, I have to do square root on both sides. So 49 plus 576. So let's say 576 plus 50. So it will be 586, 596, then 606, 616 and 626. Minus 1 is 625. So this will be 625. So therefore the length, the slant height of this conical tent will be 25 meters. Okay, this will be 25 meters. So now we can find out the curved surface area, which is 22 upon 7 multiplied by the radius, which is 7, and multiplied by the L, which is 25. So 7 and 7 will get cancelled out. So you have 2 multiplied by 5. So 25 2s is 50. Okay, so 25 2s is again 50. 50 plus 5 is 550. So the curved surface area will be 550 meter square. This will be of one tent, right? ये जो curved surface रहेगा, that will be of one tent. He is donating 10 tents like this. So the curved surface area of 10 cone will be equal to 550 multiplied by 10, which is equals to 5,500 meter square. Okay, so this much canvas he is donating for the Center for Handicapped Persons Welfare. All right, now we have found out the price of this should be meter square. Okay, fine. The cost of 2 meter wide canvas is rupees 40. So it will be if I do multiplied by 22 5 are 10 11. Okay, fine. The width of this canvas, I guess there has to be some issue if the cost of 2-meter wide canvas is rupees 40. All right. So 2-meter wide canvas. So we have bought the canvas of measurement 5500 meter square. All right. So I guess this will be meter square. If the cost of 2-meter wide canvas is rupees 40, it should be 2 meters squared. All right. So the price is 20 rupees per meter squared. So you have to find out the price of the canvas. Okay. So the cost will be equal to 5500 multiplied by this is how much? This is 20. So it will be 20. So this will be equal to what? 2 5s is 10, 2 5s are 10, 1 11, and how many zeros? 3 zeros. So 1 2 3. So it will be 1,10,000 rupees. This will be the cost of the canvas. That means this price he will pay to buy the canvas of area 5500 meters square. Okay, fine. I hope this is clear. Now let's go on to the next question then. Okay, in this question what we have to do, in the given figure, two tangents TP and TQ are drawn to a circle from the center. TP and TQ are drawn to a circle with center O from an external point T. Okay, so this T is an external point and we are drawing two tangents. So whenever we draw two tangents from an external point, we know that the tangent segment is equal. That means I can say that TP is equals to TQ. All right. Now see, if you say TP is equals to TQ, that means triangle PTQ is an isosceles triangle. Okay, is an isosceles triangle. And if it's an isosceles triangle, then the angles opposite to this equal sides will be equal. That means these two angles will be equal. So what you can write? You can write angle TPQ is equals to angle TQP is equals to they are equal, right? And they are equal to what? Let's say they are equal to x. Let's say this is x. So this will also be x. So this is equals to x. All right. Then okay, what can you say about the angle TPO? Yes, angle TPO. That will be equal to 90 degree, right? Because the tangent is always perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. All right. So that means angle TPO, is it? TPO. So the angle TPO is equals to 90 degrees. All right. So angle TPQ will be equal to 90 minus theta, right? 90 degree minus theta. It will be 90 degree minus the angle OPQ, right? So angle TPQ is equals to 90 degree minus theta, and you know that angle TPQ is equals to TQP. So this will be equal to angle TQP. Now if we apply the angle sum property in this, all right, so the three angles in this triangle PTQ are angle TPQ plus the angle TQP plus the angle PTQ is equals to what? Is equals to 180 degrees. All right. So TPQ, you know, that is 90 minus theta. Okay. So this will be 90 minus theta plus TQP, that is also 90 minus theta. So it will be 90 minus theta, and you will be left with plus angle PTQ equals to 180 degrees. All right. Now 90 plus 90 will be 180, and minus theta will be minus 2 theta. So this will be 180 minus 2 theta equals to angle plus angle PTQ equals to 180 degrees. All right. Now both these terms will go on the other side. So your angle PTQ will be equal to 180 degree minus 180 degree plus 2 theta. All right. this will be equal to 2 theta. So 180 and 180 will get cancelled out. So that means angle PTQ will be equal to 2 theta. Now you know that your theta is what? Your theta is angle OPQ. So angle PTQ will be equal to 2 times the angle OPQ. Alright, so this is what you had to prove, and this is how we will prove angle PTQ equals to 2 times the angle OPQ. Okay, so going on to the next question then. Okay, in this question what you have to do, see, A, B and C are the sides of a right triangle, okay, where C is the hypotenuse. Alright, so let's make a right angle triangle first of all. So this is a right angle triangle. Let this be A, let this be B, and let this be C. Alright, then what is given? A, B, C are the sides of a right angle triangle where C is the hypotenuse. So let me mark AC as C. Okay, so what will I do? I will write down AC as C. Alright, then I will write AB as B, and I will write BC as A. Alright, now what they are telling you, C is the hypotenuse. A circle of radius R touches the sides of the triangle. Okay, so that means it definitely has to be an inscribed circle, right? Because if you draw a circle outside, it won't be touching its sides. So definitely this is an inscribed circle. Alright, and the center of this circle is O, and the radius is R. This is the radius, which is R, this is O. So let us name this point as S, this as P, and this as say Q. Okay, these are the point of contact, right? At this point the circle is touching this sides. Okay, now if you see over here, when you join O and S and if you join O and P, alright, so you know that this is perpendicular, right? Because the radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. So this is also 90 degree, okay, and this is a right angle triangle, alright, and this is 90 degree over here. Fine. So this is also R, OS is also R, and OP will also be R because that is also the radius, right? And from the figure you can see that it is going to be a square, right? So your OP BS is a square. Alright, after that what else can you see? Okay, now if you consider point A, so it's an external point, and when you draw a tangent from point A, you will have AS equals to AQ. Alright, then you will have BS equals to BP, okay, and you will have CQ equals to CP. Alright, now let us take this AB. Okay, fine. So if I write AS equals to AQ, so if I take AS equals to AQ, okay, I can write AS as AB minus AS. Okay, I want AS, sorry, so it will be AB minus BS. So this will be what? AB minus BS equals to my AQ. My AQ will be what? AC minus CQ. Okay, it will be what? AC minus CQ. So I will write AC minus CQ over here. Alright, now if I see AB, so AB is this length, which is B. This is B. Alright, this is B, and this distance is R, because we know that OPBS is a square, and the length, the side of the square is R. So BS is R. So I can write AB as B minus my BS is equals to R equals to my AC. My AC is equals to C minus CQ. Now CQ, how can I write CQ? Okay, CQ will be equal to CP. Alright, CQ will be equal to CP. So I will replace CQ with CP. So this will be CP. Alright, so this will be equal to B minus R equals to C minus, now see this, CP can be written as CB minus BP. Okay, so I will replace this with CB minus BP. Alright, So B minus R equals to C minus, now in the bracket CB. What is CB? CB or BC is A. So I will write A minus BP. My BP is what? It is R. So I will write R over here. Alright. So this will be B minus R equals to C minus, this will be A, this will be plus R. Alright. Now, see, if I see the equation, I have R on one side and ABC on the other side. So I will send this minus R on the other side. So it will be, and I will send C and A on the left hand side. So B is already there on the left hand side. This will be minus C, and minus A comes on this side. It will be plus A. Alright. And I have already R on the right hand side. When I send this minus R on the other side, it will be plus R. So this will become B minus C plus A equals to 2R. Okay, so if I write it properly, it will be 2R equals to, this can be written as A plus B minus C. So it will be A plus B minus C. So my R will be equal to A plus B minus C whole divided by 2. And this is what I had to prove in this question. ठीक है, समझ में आया सबको? Okay, all right. Now let's go on to the next question then. ठीक है, this is a case study based question. There are few things given to you in this, that a satellite flying at a height of h is facing the top of two tallest mountains in Uttarakhand and Karnataka. ठीक है, then being Nanda Devi. So Nanda Devi is a mountain in Uttarakhand, and the other mountain Malayanagiri is in Karnataka. Okay, the heights are given. One is 7816. So let me just write down. So the height. So this is the height of Nanda Devi, which is 7816, and the height of Malayanagiri is 1930. So it will be, this will be this height. PR is 1930. All right. Then, okay, the angle of depression from the satellite to the top of Nanda Devi. Angle of depression, Nanda Devi and Malayanagiri is 30 degree and 60 degree respectively. Alright. So the angle of depression over here, that means this will be the angle of depression. This is 30 degree. So this will also be 30 degree. Alright. And angle of depression over here is 60 degree. This is 60 degree. So this will also be, this will also be what? 60 degree. Alright. Then what else is given? If the distance between the peak of two mountains is 1937 kilometers and the satellite is vertically above the midpoint of the distance between the two mountains. Okay, so this is the vertical, this is the satellite which is vertically above the midpoint. So this point I is the midpoint, and the total distance between the two peaks, that will be from D to R. So the distance D to R is how much? It is 1937. 1937 kilometer it is. Alright, it is kilometers. Fine. So it is 1937 kilometers. And this heights of mountain, that is AD, is equals to 7816 meters. So if I convert this into kilometer, it will be 7.816 kilometers. Okay, and the distance PR is equals to 1930 meters. So it will be 1.93 kilometers. Alright, now what we have to find out in this question, they are telling you that find the distance of the satellite from the top of Nanda Devi. So from this point to this point, this distance they are telling you to find out. So they are telling you to find out AF. Alright, now see AG, the distance AG is the midpoint actually from D to I. Okay, this distance and R to I, these two distances are same. Okay, so this distance and this distance R to I, these are same. Alright, so we know AG, we can find out AG. Alright, AG will be what? AG will be half of dr. AG will be equal to half of dr, right? Dr. So what is dr? 1937. So 1937. Alright, so this will be equal to 1937 upon 2. So which ratio we will use? See, we have the adjacent side and we have to find out the hypotenuse. So adjacent upon hypotenuse, this ratio is cos theta. So I will use cos of 30 degree equals to adjacent side, which is AG, divided by the hypotenuse, which is AF. Alright, so cos of 30 is root 3 upon 2. So I'll write this as root 3 upon 2 equals to AG. What is my AG? It is 1937 upon 2 multiplied by, I already have AF in the denominator, so I will write AF over here. Alright, now on cross multiplying, see, I will send only AF on the other side, so it will go in numerator. Okay, equal to, now see, I will send AF on the other side and root 3 upon 2 on this side. So it will be 1937 multiplied by 2 upon root 3, and already I have 2 in the denominator over here. Alright, so this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled out. So it will be 1937 upon root 3. Now to rationalize this, I will multiply by root 3 both in numerator and denominator. So this will be 1937 root 3 whole upon root 3 into root 3 is 3. So 3 1s are 3, 3 6 are 18, 19, 1, 3 4s are 12, 13, 1, it is 17, right? So 3 3s are, okay, let's keep this as it is, because 1937 is not divisible. So 1937, actually it is 1.937, right? It should be 1.937. Okay, if we take 1937 also, that means our answer will be in meters. Okay, so it will be 1937 root 3 divided by 3 meters. Okay, so this will be the distance of Nanda Devi from that satellite. All right. Now see, this part you can do it by yourself. What you can do, root 3, the value of root 3 is what? 1.732. So you can take the value of root 3 as 1.732. Now let's go on to the next question. See, this will be AF, this will be the final distance. Okay, now you have to do some part of calculation, because I am not going to do that. Okay, then what they are saying, find the total distance of the satellite, or find the basically distance. What is total distance? Find the distance of the satellite from the top of Mulyanagiri. That means they are telling you to find out PS. Alright, PF. So as we saw in the previous slide, this is 60 degrees. Alright, and this is 1937 upon 2. Alright, so basically again over here we will use the ratio cos, because we know the adjacent side and we have to find out the hypotenuse side. Alright, so the adjacent upon hypotenuse, the ratio will be cos 60. So cos of 60 degree will be equal to PH divided by PF. Alright, now PF, if I send it on the other side, so it will be PF equals to PH upon cos 60. Cos 60 is half. So when I write half over here, this 2 is denominator's denominator. So denominator's denominator goes in the numerator. So my PF will be equal to PH multiplied by 2. Okay, this will be equal to, what is my PH? My PH is 1937 upon 2. So it will be 1937 upon 2 multiplied by 2. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled out. So I will be left with PF equals to 1937 meters. So this will be the distance of the top of this mountain peak, which is Mulyanagiri, from the satellite. So PF is this distance, and that will be 1937 meters. Alright. Okay, fine. Then the last question of this sample paper, this is, yeah, so I will read out the question. The question is, your elder brother wants to buy a car and plans to take loan from a bank for his car. He repays his total loan of rupees 1,18,000 by paying every month. Okay? So the total amount he is paying is 1,18,000. Alright. And he's paying every month, starting with the first installment as 1,000. So first installment is how much? 1,000 rupees. Okay. If he increases the installment by rupees 100 every month. So reading this question, I can make out that this is a question on arithmetic progression, right? Because first I'm paying 100 rupees, next month I'm paying 100 more. Sorry, first installation is of 1,000 rupees, and from next month I will pay 100 rupees more after every month. So let's say this is my A or A1. So my A2 will be 1100. My A3 will be equal to 1200. Okay. Similarly, my A4 will be equal to 1300. So if you see clearly, this 100 is your common difference. This is what common difference. You can even find out from this A2 minus A, or you can do A3 minus A2, or you can do A4 minus A3, and so on. Okay, one more thing. Now see, like this, that person is paying every month, and the final amount he pays is 1,18,000. So this will be the last installment. Okay, so I can denote this with L, or I can even denote this with AN. So 1,18,000 will be my last installment. So this arithmetic progression will look something like this: 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, so on and so on, and the last will be 1,18,000, like this. Okay, and the common difference is 100 over here. All right. So now, using this data, we have to answer the questions. Okay, so find the amount paid by him in the 30th installment. 30th installment means you have to find out A30. So A30 will be equal to, you know the formula of AN, which is A plus N minus 1 into D, right? So your A30, 30th installment will be equal to A. Your first installment was 1,000. So we write 1,000 plus N. N is 30. So it will be 30 minus 1 into D. Your common difference is 100. Alright. So this will be 1,000 plus 30 minus 1 is 29. And 29 into 100 is 2,900. And this will be equal to 3,900 rupees. So this will be his 30th installment. That is, you can say A30 will be equal to 3,900 rupees. Alright. Okay. Now going on to the next part of this question. The next is the amount paid by him in the 30 installments. That means in all the 30 installments which he paid, what was the total amount, right? So that means you have to find out S30. You have to find out what? S30. So your S30 is equals to N by 2 in brackets. You have 2A plus N minus 1 D. Alright. So S of 30 you have to find out. So S of 30 will be as it is. This will be 30 upon 2, and in brackets 2 into A. Your A is what? Your A is 1,000, the first term, plus N minus 1. That means 30 minus 1 is 29, multiplied by the common difference, which is 100. Alright. So this will be, sum of 30 will be equal to 15. In brackets you will have 2,000 plus 29 into 100 is 2,900. So this will be equal to 15 multiplied by this will be 4,900. 4,900. Now what will I do? I can write 15 as 30 upon 2, okay, into 4,900. So this will be 3 9s is 27, 3 4s is 12, 13, 14, 1 4 7. How many zeros? 1 2 3, 3 zeros. 1 2 3. Divide by 2. So 2 1s are 2 7s are 14, 2 3s are 6 7 1, 2 5s are 10, 2 0 0. So in 30 installments, the total amount he will pay is 73,500 rupees. So in total for 30 installment he will pay how many rupees? 73,500 rupees. So so this was the last question of this sample question paper. Next week we will be coming up with again a sample question paper for both basic and standard. So I hope you all visit every time to our institute, okay, and come up with your doubts if you have any. All right, fine. Thank you.